So over the last few weeks, some of you have reached out to the channel asking me to put together a double bellstone run and gun build that can put out a ton of damage, and you wanted that based around the Liquid Engineer backpack. But the only problem is that I actually don't have one in my inventory, which is strange because I swear I did. I don't know, I probably deleted it, who knows, we all make mistakes, what are you gonna do? But the point is, as we start the weekend off, I did want to bring you a different variation that, as you can see on screen, can still get the job done. Now, as always, we're gonna jump right into the build breakdown, starting with the specialization. I am using Gunner, and the main reason for that is because with this specialization equipped, you do have access to the Banshee Pulse. You also get some armor on kill, a reload speed increase, a rate of fire increase as well. And remember, regardless of which specialization you choose, always make sure to have the proper weapons activated in your weapon skill tree. That way you're getting that 15% weapon damage bonus regardless of which one you are using. Now, my primary for this build is Lady Death. It is still one of my favorite weapons in the game. If you do not have this as yet, I recommend hitting up Countdown or the Summit. Set your targeted loot accordingly. Wish you nothing but the best of luck. Now, you can see it has the talent Breathe Free. When moving, you're going to gain 4 stacks per second or 8 stacks of sprinting. Max stack is equal to the magazine size. Each round fired consumes a stack, amplifying weapon damage by 75%. And not only that, kills are going to grant 20% movement speed for 10 seconds, which makes this weapon even more fun to use. Now, when it comes to the secondary and sidearm, it's really dealer's choice. Do anything you want in these 2 slots. Totally up to you, my friends. Which is now going to take us to the gear itself. You can see I'm using 4 Hunter's Fury and 2 Bellstone. Now, starting with the mask, it's the first of 4 pieces of the Hunter's Fury gear set. We're running all 4 so we get all of the gear set bonuses. And as you've heard me say at the channel before, for those of you out there getting used to run and gun builds, that 4-piece bonus Apex Predator, that is going to set this gear set apart from the other ones. It is going to help you out tremendously. You can see it says the following: enemies within 15 meters receive a debuff, amplifying your weapon damage against them by 20%. Killing a debuffed enemy with your weapon disorients other enemies within 5 meters and amplifies weapon damage by 5% for 10 seconds, stacking up to 5 times. Now, moving on to the body armor, you can see it is the first of 2 pieces of Bellstone. We're running 2, so we do get that extra 10% armor on kill. And one thing I'd like to point out is I don't really need that top attribute headshot damage. I'd much rather this be a double crit piece of Bellstone. But as most of you know in this game, you don't always get exactly what you're looking for. So in the meantime, this is what I'm using. You can see it has the talent Intimidate. While you have bonus armor, you're going to gain 1 stack each second up to a max of 9. Each stack increases weapon damage by 4% to enemies within 10 meters. This directly coincides with your gear set. And as you saw in the footage, and as you will see in a moment, when you are close to NPCs, you are absolutely deleting everything left and right. Now, moving on to the holster, the knee pads, and the gloves. They are the 3 remaining pieces of the Hunter's Fury gear set. Once again, I'm trying to stack crit hit chance and crit hit damage everywhere I can. Finally, my friends, we have the backpack. And as you can see, that is our second piece of Bellstone. Now, as I mentioned earlier, if I did have the Liquid Engineer, I would use that because that has the talent Perfect Bloodsucker. But in the meantime, the regular version of this talent can still get the job done. And remember, when it comes to your bag, you have so many different options to choose from. You could run with the Memento if you want to. The most important thing is to truly take your time and make a build your own. Remember, this is just a template. Now, as far as my skills are concerned, and I know I mentioned this earlier, I always use the Assault Drone because it's a great distraction to NPC and puts out damage as well. And with my secondary, I bounce between the Crusader Shield and the Banshee Pulse. And when we look at the numbers, I'm sitting at 56% crit hit chance. Remember, the max is 60 and 133.2 crit hit damage. Looking at the defensive numbers, we're at 1.2 million base armor. And I'm also getting over 480,000 armor on kill. In my opinion, this is a very nice balance between damage and survivability. Hope you enjoyed this thing, my fellow agents. And as always, questions, comments, or feedback, please let me know and I will do my best to get back to you as quick as I can. Most of you know by now that one of my favorite aspects about putting these build videos together is the family that we have here at the channel. So if you happen to have any tips or tricks you want to pass along to new and returning players, please let me know, as our goal is to help out as many people as possible. On that note, I'm going to leave you with some gameplay footage. As always, I want to thank you all for your incredible support of this channel. I sincerely appreciate the privilege of your time, and as I mention at the end of every one of these, if you happen to be new here, feel free to hit that subscribe or join button. If you enjoyed this, you could hit that like button as well, but most importantly, take care of yourselves, be kind to each other, and we will talk to you soon. Thanks again, everyone.
Whoever said tech support was boring. What?
System disrupted. System reactivated. Agent down.
Torres is waiting for your signal. Shoot off a flare when you're ready to come home.
Stay down!
The main...
Let's go! Shit! How do you get this? Have some of this.
No more contact. All clear.
You just recovered intel that's going to be a whole lot of help to Odessa in the short term, but to all of us in the long run. You also effectively put this hellhole out of commission.